Could my opinion of this group drop any lower? Evidently so.
Oh, Edwin, ever critical of our party. Never change. Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition, The Shadows of Arm. And when last we left off, we may have finally escaped the Underdark, but we can't confront Irenicus yet. He's hidden himself away in the Elven city behind exceptionally powerful magic, and the elves know of only one thing that can get us through that. The Lanthorn. Unfortunately, the Lanthorn was stolen from the city by Bodhi. And we know where Bodhi is, but facing her is going to be a very tricky challenge. We've bested her before, but we didn't actually truly fight her. We just had a battle for a while, and then eventually she got bored and left. Truly defeating her is going to be a lot more challenging. And we're going to have to get help from the people that we've made allies of in Athkatla to do so. But before we do that, let's go talk. Perhaps they have more advice to give us.
Nothing to it.
Your return. All has been relatively quiet here. I believe the Drow were mostly satisfied with the destruction of our temple. They have made no further serious advancement yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. My sage detects no artifact. You have not secured the Lanthorn yet? Remember, I suggested getting help from those you met in your travels if you are in need. Oh, don't worry, we will. I've never had Vaconia in my party at this point in the game, so I'd never heard the dialogue with the magical geese before. I don't know if that's actually mechanically placed in the game, or if it's just a piece of dialogue to say, hey, she's travelling with you and there's this spell on her, she totally has to help you. If I kicked her out of the party now, I wonder if she would just drop dead. Not that I'm going to do so, because she's indispensable, a trusted ally, and with my reputation as it is, there's a chance she may not come back. Now let us speak with the Elven War Mage. If memory serves, this person has quite a lot of dialogue.
We shall never surrender the Hardwoods.
You are in the service of Elhen? Ask whatever you wish, and I shall answer as best that I am able. Now make haste. Our time is precious, and matters of battle must take precedence. I have to face a powerful vampire named Bodhi. What would help defeat her? Has Elhen not given you the holy water from our angered temple? I assure you, it is as potent as any can be. Apply directly to the creature, or perhaps there may be other chances to use it as well. Perhaps the creature's environment can be sullied. I do not know more than this. Elhen suggested I try to get help to face Bodhi. Have you suggestions on who to ask? I fear I cannot help you with this. You will have to return to what connections you made during your stay in Athkatla. These resources are yours alone to know. We're gonna have to go and talk to the Shadow Thieves. Now make haste. Our time is precious. This real Lanthorn, what is it exactly? Elhen was vague. The nature of such things is necessarily vague. Their origins are lost to time, and we only know that they must be treasured. Legends of the Lanthorn maintain that it was perhaps once a mere carriage light, but that our ancestors did light the way to new lands with it at the fore of their processions. It was enchanted such that it dispelled the darkness, forcing the fell creatures of the void to relinquish their hold on nature. At least, those are the stories of old. Now make haste. Thank you, but I do not need to ask you anything at the moment. Then I wish you safe travels. Let us look at what we were given. This here. Elven Holy Water. Holy water blessed by the elven god Rilifane. The water was specially made to combat vampires, and we've been given some wooden stakes. We've seen these before. We're going to definitely make use of them. Now let's have you hold on to those, and let us retrieve something from our bag here. As unfortunately, the time that we got to use the girdle that Terry is wearing is over. This item is soon going to be no more. We might as well switch this item back so that her armor class versus missile weapons is -9. Now I don't think there's too much to see in this area, but we will explore around and see that animal running around free. Is there anyone over here? These are the tents of the Elven War Party. Within sit grim-faced elves. The knowledge of the cruel blasphemy of the drow drives these warriors to protect their temple at any cost. Fair enough. Anything down here? Is there a merchant that I can buy things from? There is an elven warrior.
This is the exiles doing.
Speak through General Savaldas or Elhan if you must speak at all, outsider. I have nothing for you. Fair enough. Let's keep looking around and find a rabbit. The rabbit of legend! Surely that rabbit will be able to defeat Irenicus. We just need to open the way. Anyone here? Well, here's the general. We could speak to the general. Let's speak to the general.
We shall never surrender the hardwoods.
I will not tolerate the presence of outsiders, no matter who they are or what they intend to do for our cause. The risk is too great. Do what you must, but do it far from here. I will believe your intentions when all is right again. And keep that drow out of my sight. Her very breath is an insult to me. Let's go. And keep looking around a little bit more. This is the remains of the temple. Anything of interest here? The answer is not especially. There is a moose. Fortunately, it's not a bear, otherwise we might be in some serious trouble. I've never really explored this area before. And I'm starting to see why, because there's nothing for us really to see. Now, we are going to be heading back to Athkatla, but before we do, we are going to be popping into our stronghold. It has, after all, been quite a while since we last said hello. I imagine the people that live there are probably wondering what happened to us. Well, no need to be alarmed, we just kind of got stuck in the Underdark for a while. We are here, and we want to go to... Ooh, there are some new places here. Small Teeth Pass. That's new, but first let's check out... Ooh, and all these places too. We can't reach any of these though. They are forever unreachable. Let us go to the Da'ani's Hold.
You have been
I
waylaid
tell you,
by
Bruno,
enemies
we've
and
been on this
must
path
defend
previously.
yourself.
Are you sure you know where you left it? I have no desire to keep traveling about in circles.
Hey, it's Drizzt, everyone! You remember Drizzt? We encountered him in Baldur's Gate 1, helped him out, fighting some drow. Blasted boy, I may be old, but my memory has not left me head yet, and we would not even have to look for it had Wulfgar not knocked it out of me hand. I did no such thing, dwarf. But you did, my boy. You were not looking where you were flying about in the battle, and I were too distracted by the trolls to run after it, and then I forgot that you even did it after. Well, of course we'd be trying to help you find it, but all Drizzt was wondering was... He be wondering whether I have a wit left in me head, girl, and I tell you, we'll find me hammer soon enough. I'll not leave it for goblins to steal. Be that as it may, Bruno, Drizzt, we've got company. Maybe they found your pretty little hammer, Bruno. Adventurers, eh? I likes the look of some of that equipment, Terry. Let's kill them. One more comment on me hammer, Rumblebelly, and you'll be the first it squishes when I gets it back. Peace, my friends. There is no need for us to fight over this. Ho there, travellers. I am Drizzt Do'Urden, most recently of the 10 Towns. Are you friend or foe? I am a friend, Drizzt. I have heard of you. I cannot say the same, but as you are not violent, I'll not push the matter. Tell me, have you perhaps seen a pink warhammer in the vicinity? Blast ye, Drizzt, me hammer be not pink! Well, you have to admit, Bruna, since Serene cast that enchantment on it, it has been glowing a little on the pinkish side. It be red! Red, I tell ye! Call it pink again, halfling, and you'll have yourself a one-way ticket to the abyss. I've been there. It was nothing special. Red, then. Might you have seen something like it, stranger? No, I haven't. Moradin's breath. It must be about here somewhere. We'll look for it a while longer then, Bruna. Have no fear. We are not expected back in the 10 Towns for a fortnight yet. Tell me, though, stranger, have we met before? I feel as though your face is familiar, but I cannot attach a time or place to it. Should I know you? We met only briefly. I helped you defeat some gnolls near Baldur's Gate. That was you? Well met then. Forgive my apprehension. One must be wary in these parts, especially with the rumours that have been flying about. Now you can start a fight with these people. They are quite tricky. There's quite a lot of good reward in it. Corgan was right, they do have some nice loot, but we're not here to start a fight. We're here to get some help. If you are in need of assistance, I will be glad to offer it. If not, I will wish you well, and we shall be on our way back to the far north. I have a proposal for you, Drist, if you will wait for a moment. A proposal? Very well, stranger. I have no objections to hearing you out. If I can assist you, I will. Do we want the assistance of Drist Do'Urdam? The answer is yes. Always yes. I am Terry Coleman, and I seek to defeat a vampire in Athkatla too powerful to face alone. Will you help? I have heard rumours of this creature, but I have also heard that she and her cohorts were destroyed. Are you claiming that this is untrue, that she yet exists? I was the one who destroyed her guild, but she got away. She has returned now and is stronger even than before. I have had experience with such creatures in the past, and I know well their power. If what you say is true, we cannot allow it to continue to exist. I will join you in your battle, Terry, although there are things that we must do before that time. Where does this creature reside in Athkatla? In the crypts beneath the graveyard district. I think I know the area you speak of. Very well, we will meet you there when you are ready to venture beneath the surface. Until that time, Terry Coleman. What do we need him for? Having one drow in your party is not enough. You need to go trolling about for extras, even though that one is a little on the luscious side. And they disappear. We encountered the famed ranger Driz Do'Urdam, and
If you say so.
we enlisted his help. That's a good thing too. How far did we get? We got quite far to the Darney's hold. Let's finish the journey. And
Yes.
your spell has expired, hasn't it? And we can't
Yes.
cast another one yet.
Yes,
That's
that's
okay, it's not likely that we're going to need to cast that here. After all, this is our home. And it still is. Imagine if lots of people were here waiting going, well, you were gone so long that we enlisted somebody else to rule over this place. I'm sorry, you're not needed anymore, goodbye. And then we're kicked out. But no, it's still ours.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
And I imagine there's something we need to do. It has, after all, been quite a while. And I'm going to save before we initiate this dialogue, because there's still a chance that I could mess this up. Oh, is there ever a chance that I could mess things up? Hello, Major Domo. It's been a while, but I'm back.
Greetings, Your Grace.
Is there nobody here to see me? No, my lady. Oh! Nothing's happened. Maybe because we weren't actually in the area, in the main part of the game, nothing occurred. Curious. Well, let's go and take our money, and then we'll head back to Athkatla. Oh, will we ever head back to Athkatla? We have a lot of things that we want to sell, and buy, and forge. How much money? That's a lot of money. 3,000. I'll take it. It brings our money up to 90,000 gold.
Tell me all about
Marvellous. We've got nothing more we need to do here then for the
You
time
must
being,
gather your
so
party before venturing
let's
forth.
gather our party
You must gather your party before
by going
venturing
this way.
forth. You must
And
gather
then,
your party before
I know
venturing
game, I
forth.
know, we must gather our party before venturing forth, etc., etc. And then we shall rest. Corgan's just whooshed away over to here. Now Terry is whooshing away over to there. And everyone else is slowly walking behind. There we go. One rest completed.
What is it?
No lizard men. Or umber hulks. I'm glad that there aren't any of them.
whatever you want.
Now let us make our way back to Athkatla. And first go to a place we haven't been to for a long time. Joaquin's Promenade. It's currently day, which is fantastic because that means that we can go into the Adventure Mart and buy and sell. And nothing's happened. Oh, I speak too soon. Aha! It is the wielder, the thief, and the defiler, all in one being. Strange. I thought there would be 3. You there! Have you no twin brothers? Are you talking to me? A question with a question. I see her mind is far deeper than I expected. Layers and layers of duplicity and deceit. I must be subtle with this one. Perhaps I should start again before he gets suspicious. Yes, I think this would be best. You there! My freedom from limbo has a price. I must track down the thief of one of our most holy of holies. You know, I heard you the first time. You did? Really? You know, being a wild mage isn't all it's cracked up to be. My mentor always said, see the spoon, but I only saw frogs. For how brief this character is in the game, I really like Cruin. So now, I have been very patient because you are a lesser being. I'm trying not to overwhelm you with my psionics just by accident. See how nice I am? So hand over the silver sword blade and we'll all be happy. Well, maybe you won't be happy, but you won't be dead. And that's got to be better, right? So, are you going to hand over the sacred blade or not? No, I will not. It's mine now. I did say I was a wild mage, right? If I end up having to cast a spell here, I won't be held responsible for it. So hand over the blade, or do I start casting? Do your worst. Yeesh, I wouldn't say that. My worst can be pretty bad. And I don't think Cruin is alone. Oh, Cruin is not alone. So let us start fighting. We have a captain, the knight, and lots of other Githyanki. Let us start fighting, shall we?
What would you have?
Dawn, you're a little late, but that's alright. We should be fine. We can cast magic here quite freely, so let us do that. Starting with, I think a Chain Lightning should be sufficient. Where is Chain Lightning right now? Do I even have a Chain Lightning prepared? There they are! We have so many spells. And I think that's the end of one of them. Is that Cruin? That is Cruin. Cruin needs to fall now. That's a lightning bolt just flying around at random. You know, you shouldn't really be firing off things like that just willy-nilly. You could hit NPCs. I don't think they care, though. I want you to cast haste now, methinks. That should be quite useful. You're fighting that one. And, oh, that's the end, I think, of... yep, that's Cruin gone. So you focus there. You focus there. You know what? No, actually, I think I will save on the whirlwind attack right now. We don't need to. We don't need to. Have you cast haste yet? No, no, I think you have. Oh, yes, you certainly have. They are hasted. So... Oh dear. You're running around terrified. That's not especially good. That Githyanki is gone. I'm sure you'll be fine. In fact, you'll definitely be fine because we are about to summon a second Korgan and make that Korgan go berserk. And this Korgan will join the other Korgan in being berserk. Right, you go and attack there. That's one taken care of. And you just attack there for a bit. Yep, that one's taken care of. Now it's time for you to attack there. Dawn's taking care of that one. And there's one more Githyanki left. Now you may be wondering why I went to all the trouble to keep that part of the Silver Blade. The answer is the Silver Blade is actually quite a nifty weapon. Oh my, it's very nifty. It's going to be a while, by the way, before Terry is not panicking anymore. Also, I don't think that lightning bolt actually hit any NPCs. Which is very, very fortunate.
What would you have me do?
I want you to hold on to these for me, please. And that, and ooh, even more suits of plate mail. We'll be selling all of these, don't worry. Oh, no, I want you to actually take these. There we go. And you're holding on to the important thing. This. This is a piece of a silver sword, a Vorpal two-handed sword used by the Githyanki and considered holy by them. It is magically sharp and can sever limbs and heads with ease. If the whole weapon could be found, it could be magically reforged. Fortunately for us, we now have the whole weapon. Part of it, admittedly, is, in Terry's possession, and Terry is now back with the rest of the party. Marvellous. I think Corgan needs a little bit of healing, but that can easily be remedied. And you also need a little bit of healing, but Corgan needs a little more. There we go, we can pass over some of these suits of plate mail to Terry, as we are going to be doing a bit of buying and selling. There are new things to peruse in the Adventurer Mart, which means Ring of Human Influence, Helm of the Noble, and where is the Plate of Balderon? There we go. We'll give you all of these, which will temporarily give you a ridiculous charisma. Charisma 20.
You are going somewhere you do not want.
And that healing's been done. Let us save, because that combat can go quite awry. It can go very awry, actually. There we go. And quickly pop into the Adventurer Mart and see what they have and what we can get. I think we need to talk to Rybald.
Rybald Bartman at your service.
Now, we need to say that we'd like to see what we have available. Alright then. You're a good customer and a successful adventurer. Would you rather see my secret stock of items? For only 50 gold, I'll show you the wares. Ah, putting an old wort on us, are we? Alright then. Sure, show me your special wares. Take a look at some of these items. You won't be disappointed. Let's see what you have, and is he quite right? We won't be disappointed. Here is the Helm of Brilliance. This helm is made of polished steel and set with diamonds, rubies, and fire opals. The gems glow with an internal light, the source of which can only be magical. The helm makes the wearer resistant to fire, as well as giving the wearer some special abilities. These include Fireball, Prismatic Spray, and Sun Ray. This is an awesome helmet that gives you good amount of fire resistance and all those spell-like abilities. Then there is Trochees Plate +5. In his aging years, Baron Trochee coveted the wife of the lowly foot soldier Libel. Instead of openly pursuing her and causing a scandal, he instead created a suit of armour. He gifted it to a soldier. This armour's curse sickened Libel and hideously disfigured him, and his wife fled from him in disgust. Libel, trapped in the armour but not certain of Trochee's treachery, asked to be sent to the wastes for a dangerous tour of duty against marauding ogres. He never returned, and Baron Trochee was free to pursue Libel's widow. This armour is cursed and requires powerful magic to remove. It's +5 armour, but -2 con, -5 charisma, makes it not great to wear. And then you have the Crimson Chain +5, which acts like full plate. The dark red metal used to make this chain is said to come from a hidden mine in the Cloud Peaks. At one time, the Bloodway and evil band of adventurers all wore armour of this kind, but the other suits have long been lost. Then you have the Warblade +4. This large sword is an enchanted version of the barbaric swords of the northern tribes. Forged during battle and dipped in the blood of the brave fallen, the enchantment granted to the blade by the barbarian gods is incredible. It is a +4 sword with 1d12 +4 damage. It does more base damage than your average two-handed sword, which only does 1d10. That's tempting to buy, but it does cost 21,000. Then you have things like the Asp's Nest +1 darts. You can buy them here. You can also buy some really powerful spells here, like Spell Strike, which is a 9th level spell, and Spell Trap. Power Word Kill is a spell that can be bought here. The creature must have 60 or fewer hit points, otherwise the spell has no effect, but if they do, it just kills them. That is one thing that we are most certainly going to buy for Edwin, because that is Power Word Kill. There's also Energy Drain, which drains levels of experience. There's also Chain Contingency, which is also really good. and Black Blade of Disaster. All of these spells are extremely potent. We already have Time Stop. Spell Trap is also really good. Spell Strike allows you to dispel loads of magical effects. You know what? Spell Strike is pretty good. Chain Contingency is pretty good. We'll buy both of them. Oh look, we only have 53,000 gold now because of the sheer cost of those spells. There is the Heartseeker +3 we can buy here. Darts of Wounding, Light Crossbow +2, but ultimately I think we're done for equipment for now. It only costs 50 gold to come back here and have a look. I am tempted by the Helm of Brilliance. That might be interesting, but who'd be able to use it? You're wearing a helm with a noble. I'll think about it. We have a few things we can sell at a later date. Actually, there are a few things that we can sell now, and we can sell them normally in the... Also, you can't wear that anymore because you are now wearing the... this plate here. Does give you 15% fire and acid resistance, but it does lower your armor class by 1. I don't know if that's worth it. See, we could have you wear that and that, which actually it's exactly the same armor class, because that's actually armor class 1. So remember when I said that chainmail was as good as full plate? It's actually as good as full plate +1. It's even better than I thought it
I
was.
just can't carry anymore.
Your inventory is currently
Victory
full.
shall be ours.
Okay.
You know this.
I want to just see your usual wares right now. I want to sell this, I want to sell this, I don't want to sell any of that, that's for sure. Sell this for 2,700, that's not really going to be useful for me. Then again, it is a +4 weapon, but we do have the Flail of the Ages. That's also pretty good. We'll keep that, we'll keep that. Don't really want that right now, it's only worth 300 anyway. And I think we are good for the time being. No, we have all these suits of plate mail that we want to sell. Actually, we already just sold them. No, we haven't. They're all here. Makes up a little bit of the money that we just spent. But trust me, we wanted to spend that money. That money was definitely well spent in getting those spells. Edwin can cast them after all, and my, are they indomitably impressive. So we'll pass that over here. You can have that, and all of those, and when we come back, folks, we're going to have Edwin learn those, and then we're going to pop back to the docks, because we not only have to go and talk to the Shadow Thieves, we also need to get things forged. Some very, very mighty things indeed. Some of which we'll use, some of which we won't, but it's still nice to see them. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.